Continuing her submissions before the judges Wednesday morning, attorney representing the incarcerated dancehall artist Valerie Nita Robertson highlighted factors which she claims had led to a prejudice in the murder case and a denial of a fair trial. In addition to claims of adverse publicity which emerged from the police corporate communications unit, alleged jury contamination, and tampering with evidence, she stated that the trial judge failed to carry out his functions. Mrs. Nita Robertson also pointed to another important piece of evidence. She noted that Vybz Kartel, who was pinned to the crime scene in Havendale, was in fact not at the scene at the time the victim died. In other words, he had an alibi.
The evidence of the police officer is that the cell site demonstrated that Mr. Palmer was at Havendale at 7:52. But the hospital records show that he was at Andrews Memorial Hospital at 7:48. So he could not be, the time span is too narrow for him to have been literally in these two places at one time. So we used it to show the discrepancy in the evidence.
It was also revealed on Monday that a text message used in the conviction was allegedly tampered with and modified 3 hours after Kartel's phone was confiscated by police investigators. As it relates to discussing the case with the public and matters being sub judice, Mrs. Nita Robertson said, in this case, there is no breach of professionalism.
They have listened to our arguments, and it's the same arguments I'm producing to you. Nothing different, nothing added, and I'm not giving a view of what I think they should find. I have put my position before them, and if they agree with me, then they will rule in my favor. So in these circumstances, I really don't see where any influence or any breach of professional ethics would occur.
Kartel and Sean Storm, whose real name is Sean Campbell, were convicted in 2014, along with Kahira Jones and Andre St. John, for killing Clive Lizard Williams at a house in Havendale, St. Andrew in 2011. All four were sentenced to life in prison, with Kartel ordered to serve 35 years before he becomes eligible for parole. Campbell, Jones, and St. John were each ordered to serve 25 years in prison before they become eligible for parole. The men are seeking to have their convictions and sentences squashed by the Court of Appeal. Michael Sharp, Frontline News.